On Monday night, one of 4 teams will be celebrating a national title in Houston and doing what national champions have done for years, cutting down the nets. It's a right reserved for the victors, and the Chucker, 1909's resident historian, details the origin of this cherished college basketball tradition.
Cutting down the nets is a tradition ingrained in college basketball, and one far more established than the treasured One Shining Moment montage that has closed every NCAA tournament broadcast since 1987. In fact, clipping the nets to celebrate a college basketball championship traces its roots back more than 75 years. When North Carolina State captured the Southern Conference Tournament in 1947, Wolfpack players hoisted head coach Everett Case to the rim, where the first-year head coach took down the net as a memento to victory. And the Gray Fox didn't stop there. When the Wolfpack won the next 5 Southern Conference titles, they left with the nets too. The same goes for when NC State moved to the newly formed Atlantic Coast Conference in 1953 and claimed 4 league titles there from 1954 to 1959. The Nets, they always went with them. After a cancer-stricken, wheelchair-bound Case watched underdog NC State top Duke for the 1965 ACC tournament crown, players ushered him to the hoop. Once there, they elevated Case and had him slice the final piece of net. It was a touching tribute to a man who entered the real hardwood heaven the following year. As the story goes, Case brought the net-cutting tradition with him from Indiana, where he won 4 state titles as the head coach of Frankfort High. When Case's Hot Dogs, yes, the Frankfort High Hot Dogs, captured the 1939 championship, the Indianapolis Star captured a photo of team manager Leon Brower cutting down the net at the Butler University Fieldhouse. The story's headline read, "To the victors go the trophies, down come the nets." While it's not known if Case himself established the championship celebrating tradition, he is undoubtedly the one who popularized it in the college game. It's worth noting, Case is also credited with popularizing other basketball staples, such as pep bands and spotlighting players during starting lineup introductions. Today, cutting down the nets stands a routine part of the basketball ecosystem, a tradition embraced throughout the high school ranks, in the women's game, and in other net-involved sports. At times, the activity has been a source of motivation. At others, philanthropy, marketing, even injury. In a ploy to help his team visualize winning, North Carolina State coach Jim Valvano famously instructed his 1983 Wolfpack squad to practice cutting down the nets. And what do you know? The Cardiac Pack ended up snipping the nets after upsetting Houston's Phi Slamma Jamma in the title game that season. After UConn's women's team won its 10th national title in 2015, head coach Gino Auriemma signed both ladders used to cut down the nets in Tampa for a charity auction. In 2016, North Carolina coach Roy Williams sliced his pinky finger while attempting to trim the net in Philadelphia to celebrate his team's Final Four appearance. And Nike turned the net-cutting tradition into game day apparel for the 2017 NCAA tournament, outfitting Nike-sponsored schools with shirts that read, "Cut the Nets." Since 2008, Werner Ladders has been the official ladder partner of NCAA net-cutting celebrations. Werner has even produced special edition podium ladders, which a suburban Chicago company says are specifically designed with wider rungs, a larger platform, and a higher guardrail to accommodate taller athletes. Fiskars, meanwhile, has supplied championship squads with a special edition of its iconic orange-handed scissors to facilitate net cutting over the last decade. The scissors feature serrated, gold titanium blades etched with the NCAA logo. The same scissors appear in other NCAA championship events where clipping the nets has become a celebratory tradition, including ice hockey, volleyball, and lacrosse. To the victors go the nylon spoils, after all, and we have Everett Case to thank for that. For 19.9, I'm the Chucker.
You know, I feel blessed to have been able to do this for 200 episodes now. And as we wrap another NCAA season with an episode called Cutting Down the Nets, you just never know when things are going to come to an end. And so I just want to say thank you to everyone who has listened, and I'm excited about things to come. But I also recognize that each season is a new chapter and a new capsule, and tomorrow's not given. I know Danny Manning had a saying in one of our recent episodes about being grateful for today, and that's where I end it. Just cutting down the nets, being grateful for today, being grateful to be a part of the basketball culture, and to be able to share all of this with people who are listening. More than 40,000 downloads, just unbelievable amount of streams. So what an amazing journey it's been. Until next time, I'm Aaron Meyer.